Pokemon can fly about now.
I'm always grabbing onto a Pidgey.
That's Pidgeotto.
Oh, Pidgeotto.
That's a bit more believable.
Like, just that great comic someone did of it's like trying to teach Charizard to fly. It's like a cat. And then he looks up and sees Gary Oak just stood on top of his Pidgey.
Yeah.
Just screaming like, woo!
I still think the best one is like the idea of Dodrio. Just using like the heads as a helicopter.
The description of Dodrio as well, where one of its heads splits into two.
Oh god.
What do you do when you're a kid and you see that? When you've got like your beloved pet Doduo, and it evolves and one of its heads just splits open in front of you.
Oh god.
Was he a battler? Oh, I want to go to a safari zone? No.
Yeah, I think there's like an actual dungeon bit before.
To get to. That's pretty cool. And I've always been a big fan of the hiker's design.
The hikers have got really strong design. It says a lot that they don't alter it too much.
No, it's been pretty much the same since Gen 1. Because they know. They know how good it is.
Just paralyze us straight away.
That's probably as well one of the other really good moves. Like while building teams. So, okay, so what are some of like the really good moves that you want to get if you can? One of them is you absolutely want Glare because it is a base 100 accuracy attack that paralyzes guaranteed.
Right, yeah.
And it's not Thunder Wave, so things that are ground can't resist it. It's like it paralyzes everything except for electric types.
Yeah, that can't be paralyzed. Yeah.
So, oh yeah, so you want this as one of your moves. It's so good.
I like that Rollout did like 3 damage because it's just really not very effective on the first turn. Oh, fuck you, Dunsparce. Oh god, more Dunsparce. It's like, no, Aurora, come in and deal with this shit.
Aurora's taking no shit. Oh, a Jolteon. Because I'm like just like grinding in the background.
Oh, okay.
Joe just we had those like battle tower guys. It was like, why is your Pokemon so ridiculous? Like a Jolteon, just one hit killed my Urshifu.
Oh my god.
In Sandstorm with Thunder.
Oh my god, Karl.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Is he just glaring at everyone?
Oh, every single time.
I just imagine now, like the Dunsparce is doing that thing where it points at his chest and like does the eye thing where it points at his eyes into you.
The thing is, does it do it with its tail or its tiny little wings?
Both.
It's like it's doing no damage, but also fuck you. Right, I guess we'll send out yet another Pokemon. Well, let's get Ace out and see what Ace can do.
You know what he's going to do.
On the third Dunsparce. We're going to end up with half our team paralysed to straight.
You've got to go back out with like this hiker. Bear in mind, you're a 10-year-old. Like you're a 10-year-old walking with like your pets. And what's his first like opening gambit? To make every single one of your Pokemon paralysed.
Oh, and then he yawned. Oh.
Like Dunsparce. As stupid as it is, he's a super fucking strong Pokemon.
Oh god. Like, how did we never get a Dunsparce evolution?
Is he like Serene Grace that it learns?
Yeah.
Which is just like ridiculous in like every possible way.
Yeah.
It doubles the chance of stuff like flinch happening, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So you just use Headbutt and Thunder Wave, and you basically get a 75% chance that your opponent's not moving that turn.
Well, that's why Togekiss is ridiculous, isn't it?
So you can do that as well.
So you Thunder Wave and then Air Slash.
Oh, and it pretty much guarantees.
And it's a 60% chance to flinch, and I think like half, a 50% chance of paralysis.
Oh, does it increase the chance of paralysis as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
So it's just the hack flinch, and it's just like, oh my god, what do you do?
It's like your Cinnamon, isn't it? Where it's got Skill Link and King's Rock.
And King's Rock.
So 10% chance on each hit of flinching. So the equivalent of like 50-50, you're going to flinch this turn.
I still remember when I was using that tactic, and I mentioned it on stream, and all of chat were like, that's not how maths works. I was like, no, but it's how Pokemon maths works. And it was just like, oh, it flinched, it flinched, it flinched, it flinched, it died. It's like, yep.
So I know that like 10% plus 10% plus 10% does not equal 50%.
Like you times them, you don't add them, but Pokemon, fuck it, adds them.
Yeah, they're cumulative, not multiplicative.
Exactly, yeah. It's just like, everyone in chat was just like, well, that's not how statistics works. Like that wouldn't work. And it just, like, I demonstrated it perfectly of just, this poor Pokemon just could not move.
It's just as this little Cinnamon's just slapping it with its tail. Just I still though miss the animation they had in this game for Double Slap, where it's the cartoon hand just once across the face, then once across the cheek. It's the like the insult slap. So good.
In prison, I don't think that's that good in like just going through the story.
Is that the one where they can't use any move that you have?
Yeah.
So remember that being really good for competitive.
Yeah, because you'll probably know what moves a Pokemon's got.
Because they've got when it gets to the meta, it's like they've probably got Taunt. They've probably got so you can teach it stuff that you want.
So these 3 Dunsparce, paralyzed 2, and made the 3rd sleep.
It's like, why would you do this?
It's like, come on, this hiker, man. Like, we took barely no damage. It was just fuck you.
I like as well like the look on his face of haha. That's what you get, child. So I want to go to the zoo. Imagine trying to go to the zoo, and there's a guy there who just on the way there beats up your dog. That's the equivalent of what just happened.
But that's the thing is like, we walk away the victor, but he's like, did you really win? Like, as you're trying to drag 2 paralyzed Pokemon and a 3rd falling asleep, just like, no full picks, come on. So I'm tired.
Like, I'm standing outside the zoo attacking people's like pets. Like, what a prick.
It's like, obviously, you know, oh god, get out. We've been walking Cade through the park and stuff and bumping into like dog owners and talking to them and stuff, like, as you do.
Because that's what you do when you got a dog. You got to talk to other people who own dogs.
Yeah, because the dogs want to interact. So while the dogs are interacting, you just have a quick civil little chat. And one was just like, yeah, so with this like giant dog that I've got, like if this dog just decides it's tired, like I just have to sit there with it.
The dog's not moving.
Like if she was just like, if at the end of the day this dog decides we're not walking anymore, I just have to wait.
Yeah. I
was like, oh yeah, shit, I didn't think about that. Like, if the dog doesn't want to move, this dog is so big you couldn't pick it up. It's like a giant greyhound or something like that. And it was just like, yeah, I'm not picking up this dog if he decides that, fuck you.
How was that single animation better than anything in Sword and Shield? That was awesome. Like, you saw it, like, it celebrated, jumped into the water, and then turned into... I know it turns into the same whale.
It does, yeah.
Right. But it still looked pretty decent.
It looks alright. And then, Karl, are you going to do Mega Hacks for us?
I can, yes. So we are in the Safari Zone right now, yes?
No. We are between Cianwood City. I don't know what it's pronounced, but it's between Cianwood and the Safari Zone. It's like the cliffs or something.
No problem. I'll go have a
rock climb something, or I didn't see what it was called.
And it's like you're like,
oh yeah, I got wrapped, so I can't escape. Stop. Right, DS, stop, please.
Please stop. So I'll just type in Safari Zone and we'll find it. Like, Safari Zone, Heart and Gold. SoulSilver.
And then it just goes like the route before.
Yeah, the Johto Safari Zone. Yep.
Fuck right.
So location, is it Route 48, I guess?
I don't know.
This looks about right. It's a route connecting Route 47 and Johto Safari Zone. So maybe like we're on 47 right now?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're on 47. So it gives you like really handy just above the entire area map.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
You can just see it.
Like Tentacle just giving Bubble Beam, giving me health back. It's like, thank you.
Oh yeah, because you've got like complete immunity to water, don't we?
Well, he's got Water Absorb.
Well, that's even better. That's not even immunity. That's like when you play Final Fantasy and you get armor that absorbs fire and stuff.
Yeah.
The first time, then an enemy uses Fire Arger on you and it gives you health back.
And you're like, aha! You fell for my trap.
What? So some of the stuff we can get in here, you can get a Ditto.
I mean, I don't feel like we're going to spend any time breeding or anything.
But that thing of and Ditto is only useful if you have its hidden ability.
Yeah, Imposter.
Well, I like the idea though. The Ditto is the ultimate dick move of I'm like you spent all that time and effort training your Pokemon. Now I've got one.
Yeah, I'll have it too.
So know that
it's just called Cliff Cave that we're in.
Cliff Cave, okay. When Sword and Shield came out, one of the best Pokemon was Ditto.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you had to do is just like, oh yeah, just copy their lead.
Yeah.
Because once you copied their lead, like you have all the same moves.
Like, I feel like we're not gonna ever be able to get Machamp, so fuck him.
Machoke's still pretty good though. You can get EVO in this game. I can see it being really decent.
It's not something I particularly want. I don't know about you.
No, not particularly. It's good, but nah.
Like, it's a decent Pokemon, but...
We're looking, there is a... Ooh.
Revenge.
Shame. There is a 5% chance you can get a Mischievous, but only at night.
Okay.
There is also a 2% chance to get a Steelix. I say if we bump into Steelix, I say we try and catch it.
Yeah.
Just because, like, what are people going to do when we rock up with a fucking Steelix? But, yeah. There's nothing too crazy in here. Just the usual stuff you'd expect from a cave, like Zubat. But this appears to be, like, slightly higher level than you get, so you can potentially get a Golbat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Geodudes and Gravelers, Krabbies and Kinglers, Whoopers and Quagsires, and then just a Steelix.
You're going to die as soon as you identified us, but yeah, cool.
So there's some potential there for some decent stuff. So I'd just say, let's have a look. Oh, God.
So, Arthur's no longer with us.
He's gone. His sacrifice is not in vain.
I'm going to give him the Quick Claw even though he's like down.
Just let him hold it.
Yeah.
He's like curled up dead. It's like, here, hold it.
There you go. Like, this will make you feel better, don't worry. It's like, that doesn't work. It'll be fine, it'll be fine.
It's like, don't worry, you've got this.
Here we go. Oh, the double battle.
You know that's
You know what? Yeah, Aurora and Charles sounds like a good double team.
It does. Storm and Professor X.
Yeah.
That'd be an OP team to fight.
That would be.
Fucking hell, that's terrifying. Oh, good team. That's really awesome. Is Magmar one of the most forgotten Pokemon? We keep talking about like forgotten Pokemon.
But Magmar just kind of gets like put to the wayside.
But how much push did Magmar get? Like undeserved push where it got a baby and a next evolution.
I think it's more because Electabuzz did.
And they were kind of like counterparts to each other, weren't they?
Yeah, and it's like, well, we just had to give it to Magmar as well, I guess.
I just
oh no, I've doubled down on attacking Magmar and it used Protect.
Ah, you got that, Lucas, that's it. That's the one.
Oh, and Electabuzz with the light screen.
That's a good doubles tactic though. And I'm a big fan of doing this in doubles, where it is thematically appropriate teams. Of Magmar and Electabuzz being counterparts to each other in Kanto.
Yeah.
That's a really cool team. It's like, some of them aren't great, but some of them can be. Like, I know that you, for a while, you had, what is it, Espeon and Umbreon as a team.
Yeah, I did the Pokemon Colosseum Classic.
Because Espeon can set up these screens and Umbreon can just double down on its defense.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Paralyze the Electabuzz, Karl. Good old
Can you paralyze electric types in this game?
It's because of Synchronize.
God, that's amazing.
So Synchronize just because Espeon. Oh no. I think they've got Static and Flame Body.
That's again a really good combo,
Yeah.
especially when you've got Light Screen and Reflect Up. Because you are pretty much guaranteed to get one of those statuses. That's a really solid doubles tactic.
That is.
Even if I don't particularly like either Pokemon.
This is a team right here.
These guys have been doing what I've been doing. So I've been building like a couple of like thematic teams. Like I've got a Rapidash teamed up with Mudsdale.
Yeah. I take you went for the Kanto Rapidash then.
Yeah, or you can also go for the Galarian one.
You could, yeah.
And the Galarian one uses Trick Room to make Mudsdale to super fast. So now I've got like a super fast Shire horse. That's just doing like double kick and shit. And the annoying thing is though, I remember distinctly that Rapidash used to be able to learn Fury Attack and now it can't.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of using Fury Attack on my own Pokemon because Mudsdale's ability is its defense goes up by one stage for every attack it takes.
Yeah, so you just give it like +5 defense if you hit them all.
Or at the very least, you're going to give it +2
Yeah.
at the start of the match, and then use Trick Room. Again, it's a really gimmicky tactic, but just when you pull it off that first time, like when I told you about Cloyster with Skill Link using Rock Blast on it, and he gets +5 defense on the first turn.
Karl, I'm not going to lie,
in Body Press.
I feel sorry about this tactic. So this Electabuzz is paralyzed, confused, and I'm using Flash on it.
Oh god!
It's like, oh no!
Oh, Flash is so good. Another one that I've
Oh god, Ace. Oh, the static as well. We're all paralyzed.
We're doing it. We're all just gonna, like, this is just 3 Pokemon lying on the floor, crying, as the trainers scream at them.
Electabuzz is like confused and paralyzed on the floor, while Espeon is just blinding it, like, oh!
I like to think that Espeon stood directly in front of it, just right in its eyes.
Like, oh, what does this poor Electabuzz do at this point?
Lucas, it suffers.
It does.
It suffers, because that's what it deserves.
Oh god. There we go.
Oh,
it's not confused anymore.
Like doubles, it's like you told. I got turnaround doubles, and you talked to me about some of the dumb tactics you can do. Like another one is Smackdown, which gets rid of any immunity to ground types.
Yeah.
So you can't rise out of it, you can't levitate away, you can't have a flying type. Use Smackdown and then Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
So as a doubles tactic, just have a Pokemon that knows Smackdown.
Or again,
just
Gravity.
Yeah, just in case the enemy Pokemon has they have a flying type on their team, and flying types don't like getting hit by Earthquake.
No, they don't.
So they don't expect it.
like, what the fuck is this? Like, Gravity's really good, unless apparently you use it with Hitmonlee.
Oh, I remember that.
That threw me off so much.
It specifically just stops you being able to use...
Like, the one move that I wanted to use.
And that's such a specific interaction that I kind of love it.
So if anyone didn't know, like, I tried using... On like, a recording for the sponsored video, like, tried using Gravity with my Sableye, like, you know...
Increase accuracy.
And then I tried using High Jump Kick, and it's like, oh no, the Gravity's too strong. Like, Hitmonlee can't use his move. It's like, oh no, man, I'd never fucking known that.
I've never seen that interaction or heard about it.
Yeah, I've never heard of, like, people using those 2 moves on the same turn, like, and interacting with each other.
Why would you? But I love, like, some of the interaction you can get in Pokemon, like the ones that like weakness policy with Simple.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You don't often see it. It's the only Pokemon that usually get it quite frail.
Yeah.
When you get to like a Tyranitar, like a really fucking bulky Pokemon as it is, and just Tyranitar can just absolutely fucking take it like a man.
See, 'cause I'm really upset that I don't think you can get Numel in Sword and Shield.
You used to have like a simple Numel.
So I've got, like, in my Pokemon home, I've just got Numel, like, staring me down, waiting
for his chance.
He's waiting for his, like, return.
Because like some of the other fight ones I've tried it with is like I've got an Onix that knows Dragon Dance.
Yeah.
With Eviolite. So Dragon Dance, Onix, and Eviolite.
I always forget that you can give Onix a fucking Eviolite.
It's the most broken shit ever.
Like, why would you do this?
So that's another one that I've like toyed around with, where it's not great. It's like Battle Tower, you just want to win as quickly as possible to get your BP.
Yeah.
But when you combine those 2 things together.
Well, I just like the really simple ones as well. Of like, yeah, they're super easy and like overused, but just like, oh, put like a flying Pokemon with an Earthquake Pokemon.
They're good, yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. So not only of like, I don't know, send out like a fucking Garchomp, and then team it up with a Salamence. And it's like, oh my god, what do you do?
The other one that I like is a good one is Lantern with a Helioisk, and Helioisk knows Discharge or Parabolic Charge.
Oh, and like you can get the Volt Absorb.
Yeah, and put Volt Absorb on your Lantern, and then for your Helioisk, put Dry Skin.
Oh god.
And then just have your Helioisk constantly use Parabolic Charge, which hits every enemy and gets your health back, and then have your Volt Lantern use Surf. So they constantly attack both enemies at the same time and heal each other as they do it.
Oh god.
And then give them both really bulky sets.
Yeah.
And then if you want to, put them in Rain. Just then Dry Skin also heals your Helioisk every turn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's just like one of those things about that. It's really simple, but if you can get it set up, it's really fucking good.
So that Bullet Seed hit me 5 times and did 6 damage. That's fucking hell. I just started to sit there as these tiny seeds like...
Like, what does it look like as well when it is something as pathetic as a Skiploom?
Yeah, oh for fuck's sake, Skiploom.
Like, this is the equivalent of throwing a handful of chia seeds at someone.
There we go, 2 times, that's more like it. We really need to get something for Ace.
Like, just... That's the thing, there's no halfway between Ember and Flamethrower, is there?
No. And we don't even have Ember, we just have Will-O-Wisp.
You have Thunder, you have Thunderbolt, and then you have... is it Jolt?
You got like Spark.
You have like little moves like that, and then with the water types, you have to think like Bubble. And they go to like Bubble Beam, Surf. But then you get the mid ones that do like 50-60 damage.
Yeah.
Same for like grass type moves where you start things like Vine Whip.
Yeah, there's like Vine Whip, Razor Leaf. Like there's Flame Wheel, but like only a very small amount can learn Flame Wheel and Flame Charge. And I think Flame Charge might be later than this generation as well.
Yeah. And it just seems really weird that there's no like stopgap between. Because we talked about like moves that should exist, or moves that there should be an equivalent of, like or even abilities. Like where's the like speed, defense, special attack version of Intimidate?
Yeah.
Now, there are abilities that could realistically be in the game. Or we talked about like fire type moves that have a secondary effect, because I think the only one's like mystical fire. Most of them just like burn.
And it's just the one that gets me is like, why isn't there just a standard of like, because you got like Slash and the ones like Psycho Cut and Night Slash where
all do increase.
They do increase crit damage and do 70 damage, and just Slash but of an elemental type. Just give them one of everything. Alright, it's ridiculous. Alright, let's switch out. I'm not fighting a Marrow.
That's going to be rough, that. Oh, it's a Marrow with huge power as well. Huge power Marrow.
I thought like pure power was only on the Azumarill.
I think Marrow can get it as well.
You know what we should do? Like, just get the Marrow, EVO like pure power.
I think that could work.
Like, just absolutely tanking with this little Marrow. It wouldn't though. It'd die really easily because Marrow.
Yeah, I love some of the bullshit tactics though you can do with, what's it now? EVO light. Like some of the Pokemon that get it, they really didn't expect you to do. Like Onix gets it, Rhydon can use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rhydon, yeah.
Like Rhydon with EVO light in Sandstorm, because then it gets the passive 50% buff to its special defense from sand as well. Like Rhydon in Sandstorm with like a bulky set, it's like, oh, what do you do? The fuck are you gonna do against this Rhydon?
Nothing.
Like, unless they've got a water type, which they're probably gonna have, because yeah.
But yeah, we like the one that always gets me, and they've done it in Sword and Shield Isle of Armor. Give more Pokemon like different types of Scald, but they did make Scorching Sand,
which is good because it's a ground type. It's especially ground types. That's rare. You don't get many special ground type moves. That burns.
Yeah, and it does the same as Scald, as like has a chance to burn, and you've got fire Pokemon like Arcanine can learn it.
Which is super good because now it means that fire type Pokemon have like an effectiveness against other fire types.
Well, and an effectiveness against rock types.
Which they were usually quite weak against.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, well, my Arcanine knows Dig and it is a physical attacker. But just the idea of like having a move that I can use in one turn and could burn sounds way better.
Because usually it's worth picking Scald over something like Surf, even if it does less damage, just because you get 30% burn chance.
Yeah. Which
is so useful. It's like, oh yeah, there's a 30% chance that you'll cut their attack in half and then damage them for 160 health every turn. It's the same reason like stuff like why Body Slam is always better than Slash or something like that. Body Slam has a 30% chance to paralyze.
Maybe not Slash, because like critical hits can be super good. Oh god, I'm rolling me. How did you know I was going to bring out a grass type?
You know, it's almost like we've against cheat. Like, the biggest example of cheating that I remember is, and I found out why it's the case. But do you remember in? What's it now?
Oh, fuck you on it.
Omega, no, not Omega, but Ruby and Sapphire.
Just the regular ones, like RSE.
When you go to the battle tower in that, do you recall that there will be a whale ring that always landed sheer cold?
Oh yeah.
It knew rest, sheer cold, and sleep talk.
Oh god.
And hail, and then had ice body. Joe, the reason that was so bullshit, the item that it had on it that you can only find if you hack your way into the game to figure out what's going on is it has bright powder on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Just to make it that little bit more of like a bitch to deal with. Would you just remember, like, oh yeah, Whale Rin, use Sheer Cold, and it hits you like 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
It just takes out your entire team.
And there was, I think it must have been... It was a later one, it must have been like maybe Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, or Black and White, but there was one there where it was like the EVO like Dusclops that just ruined everyone's run.
Just Will-O-Wisp, Nightshade, Infestation.
And shit like that, and it was just like, oh my, it was the worst thing to deal with. And like, it literally, the amount of times it's like, oh yeah, Dusclops is easy, oh no.
Yeah, EVO like Dusclops.
You like attack it and it doesn't take any damage, like, oh my god.
Then it just does Will-O-Wisp.
And it's like,
oh, okay, I guess I'll die.
And then curse and shit like that, and you're like, no. So, anything in Route 48?
Route 48, let's have a look. So we've just gone through Cliff Cave, haven't we?
We've gone through Cliff Cave, we are now on
Route 48. Let's have a quick look. There's obviously this Farfetch, chilling.
Yeah, and
Surfetch. We can get... Ooh, there's a Growlithe. We could potentially switch up our Vulpix for a Growlithe, because Vulpix, as good as it is, Growlithe, I think, is just more useful overall.
Yeah.
Just because it learns more attacking moves.
But the issue is, yet again, no Firestone.
Until like halfway through the game, apparently. There's also a chance to get a Tauros and a Girafarig.
Okay.
Everything else is just quite standard. Girafarig, that could be an interesting pick. Just because of how weird it is. It's normal Psychic.
Okay. No, but we got Charles, haven't we?
We do, yes.
That was Farfetch.
Oh, Fetch. You know. Fetch, Farfetch. Holding its own seasoning. Fun fact about Farfetch, the only Pokemon in the game that has an apostrophe in its name except for Surfetch.
Ah.
Oh!
Oh my god, fuck me. Get rid of my poison bar.
Lucas, no mercy. No mercy against it. What does this look like as well? People walk by and they see this giant Nidoqueen just body slamming a bird. They just look over and just see you commanding your giant dinosaur-shaped monster to belly flop on this small bird with a leap.
That we've already thrown like its stuff in it. But, oh god. The worst thing is like, if Farfetch loses its league, it just dies. It's like, oh, poor Farfetch.
I think it just gives up.
Yeah, look, a wild Vulpix that's the same. Fucking, I think it's a level higher than Ace.
Just one level higher. Watch it use Ember or some shit like that as well as the insult.
Oh, well, no, it knows.
Oh, Lucas, it's ours.
What has happened this last route also? With just everything getting fucking status affected.
Except learn, Lucas. Also, can we talk about how you got that angry comment off a guy about the Nuzlocke shit?
Oh yeah.
Because I legitimately laughed my ass off when I saw that. I was howling with laughter.
When someone was pissed off how we talk about like Nuzlocke people, but their name was like Nuzlocker something.
Like Nuzlocke King 69 or something like that. Not all Nuzlockers are dickheads like you say, as this guy acts like a dickhead in the comments.
Oh god.
Over a completely innocuous statement.
Yeah, it's just us like obviously just emphasising it a bit too much and like going over the top with it. And then it's just someone going like a joke. Oh no, we're not like that. Us Nuzlockers aren't dickheads. You couldn't even take a joke.
It's just the fact he's called like Nuzlocke God 94. Great, I love it.
That's what made it, because I just saw the comment and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then saw the name and was like, oh no.
That's amazing. This person, like, you are my new favourite person, whoever that is. Just for the like complete lack of any self-awareness.
Yeah.
Almost heroic in a way.
It is. It's a roller again, taken down by a fucking Farfetch.
Hey, the worst bit is like slapping with its lead. That's the shit you don't want, mate. Get slapped with a lead. Right in the face. It's level 24 as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, it's like, oh god, no. Nothing we've got really hurts it. But, like, that's the thing, Espeon, yeah, fine. But it doesn't really know any moves that aren't Shadow Ball. Which won't hurt the
It's multiplying.
Farfetch.
Farfetch is too tough.
I didn't realise until we got this Espeon with just Shadow Ball how many Pokemon in this game are fucking normal types in the wild.
Most of them are, aren't they?
Loads of them.
Because it is like the most populous type.
Well, water is, to be fair.
Water, when you're in the water. I think they roughly even out.
There is the most amount of Pokemon in the game are water types. But obviously when you're out of water, that doesn't really apply. So we got to the Safari Zone.
Yay!
Oh!
Oh god, Messino's here. They are just chatting shit, Lucas. Don't talk bad about Nuzlocke.
Oh god, no. It's okay, it's okay.
That was amazing. I love
It's
that.
like when you walk in, you just become an amorphous blob of pixels and you're like, give me a minute!
The fact that Nurse Joy's alright with it, she's like, I'll still serve you Pokemon. Like, she's seen it all anyway.
She's like, yes, sir,
like, imagine,
come right this way.
Imagine the things she sees, like, little kids in this world. Like, dragging in their injured Pokemon that they, like, sent to attack, like, a Pidgey or something. And it just, like, their Pokemon leaps off the edge of a cliff.